Real quick before the actual video starts, this is my setup. Oh no, I didn't mean to zoom in. This is my setup when I'm filming right here. I just put these, and this on top of the coffee table and then put the camera on top, and it makes it the right height so that this is what you see. Good morning, Justin. It is the morning of Thursday, June 21st, 2018. It is Eric's birthday and my cat is scratching at the door. Shut up! So for today's video, I know I said something about, my opinion on why veganism doesn't really help with less waste. Now I was supposed to do research for that bit and I didn't. So we're gonna skip over that part of what I was gonna talk about and we're just gonna talk about the rest of it, which is basically just my last therapy session, what we talked about in it, and how it wasn't exactly what I needed in the moment, but kind of actually was what I needed for like the past couple of weeks. So my last therapy session, excuse me, was about 2 weeks ago, and the entire day leading up to it, I was just kind of feeling like this overlying feeling of anxiety, where it's not so much I'm having an anxiety attack, it's not so much I'm shaking and short of breath. It's just kind of this overlying feeling of uncomfort and restlessness, and just kind of like I need to do something but I have no motivation to do it. I was just sitting on the couch being like, I know I have a huge to-do list, but I can't bring myself to do any of it. And then I was on Facebook and social media, which also makes me feel worse. I was watching TV, which also makes me feel worse. It was just bad. And before I went, I did get up and I did a couple small things. Like I wiped down the sink in the bathroom, I cleaned the toilet, I cleaned the litter boxes. I don't remember exactly what I did. It was a couple weeks ago, but I did end up doing a couple little things to try to make my brain stop feeling so foggy. That's kind of the best way that I've found to describe my overlying anxiety feeling, is just my brain feels foggy. And it did help to an extent. It did help a little bit, but it certainly wasn't exactly what I needed. So I go to therapy and I absolutely love my therapist. The problem is that even though I mentioned it, we didn't really talk much about the issue I was having that day. We kind of got off topic, which happens a lot. And I really, probably in the moment, I should have steered it back to okay, so when my brain is feeling foggy, when I'm feeling like this, what could be some tools that I could use to try to make myself feel better? But I didn't. Which is fine, that happens, and sometimes we just get off topic, which is fine. But we ended up talking about lots of different things, a lot of social issues, really. We started talking about social issues. And one of them that came up was the environment and how god-awful we're treating it, and how the only people that can do anything is us. We're the only ones that can really change how we're behaving. She said, you need to just choose one thing to kind of go after and tackle that one thing and try to make a difference in that. And that can help relieve a little bit of your anxiety about what's going on today here in our country, which is pretty bad. I've always been fascinated with the idea of living waste-free and of creating less waste and all of that stuff. And I think our dad, and actually Lorraine, has a lot to do with that. But that's another conversation. But I never really acted on it. I've never actually taken the steps to do a whole lot about it. I'll do little things like recycling and reusing and stuff like that. But not a whole, I haven't done a whole lot to actually get there. So after that therapy session, where it wasn't exactly what I needed in the moment, all I could think about for the next week was, what can I do personally to create less waste in our household, in our home? And that has kind of been my new thing. I bought a lot of fabric. A lot of it is in the guest room. I bought some flannel. I bought some mesh, and I bought some of this fabric, which I'm going to talk about these, from Joann's. And the flannel is to make what I'm calling unpaper towels. So they're like the size and shape of paper towels, so about that big, but cloth. I bought the mesh to make my own produce bags because, you know, using those like plastic produce bags at the store can be really convenient, but also, you know, it's plastic and it creates quite a bit of waste. This is my third project that I'm making from the fabric that I bought, which are little, this one was my practice one, but they're little sandwich and snack bags. And I haven't put the buttons on it yet, but that's my plan, so that instead of using like Ziploc bags, we can just use these. And yeah, I'm just really excited about it, guys. I'm just really excited about it. We like bought some tumblers, some metal tumblers for coffee, and like I've had this for like over a year now. It's my favorite freaking water bottle ever. It's a Hydro Flask. Totally worth the money. And I bought a little backpack instead of a purse, because as much as I love purses, they're just a hassle. Bought a little backpack to take pretty much everywhere with me. I keep a straw in it, an acrylic straw. I keep a reusable bag, and I'm gonna be keeping my tumbler and this in it whenever I leave the house as well. That way I just like have a little bag with me all the time. If I need to pick something up, I could just have it with me already, and I don't need to use one of their plastic bags. And I've been looking at beeswax wrap for like a year, maybe 2, and I just haven't had the need to buy it because we hadn't had a house. But now here we are, and almost a year later I still haven't bought it. So I just need to bite the bullet and just get it, but I'm probably gonna do that like next paycheck, because I think the pack that I'm looking at, which has 2 small squares, 2 medium, 2 large, and 1 red wrap, was like $45, and that's kind of a lot when we already bought quite a bit of other stuff. Like, I know this is kind of just a rambly video about like what I'm doing, but you know, I'm like really excited about this, and I want to start doing stuff that creates less waste in the environment, because it's so bad. Like, it's so bad, guys. It's so bad. So yeah, I'm really excited about it, and I'm excited to stop using paper towels and plastic wrap and all of that. And we already have like reusable bags in the back of our car that I've started recently to get better at using on a regular basis. I'm just really excited about it. I do want to make a video about why I don't exactly think that being vegetarian or vegan or whatever will really does like help create that no waste thing, because it really has a lot more to do about where you buy your food, where you buy your produce, where you buy your meat, how you eat, like how you prepare it, how you deal with the stuff that you waste, like all of that, more than it does eating meat and not eating meat, you know? And I do want to like actually do a little bit of research behind it, so it's not just purely my opinion. And I do want to make that video, but that probably won't be for a couple more weeks. But another thing is that I'm getting really excited to create again. Obviously, you guys have noticed that like the past couple of months, like the past 2 or so months, I've kind of been in a rut where I'll forget, I don't have a whole lot of ideas about what to do, but like I'm getting really excited to create again. I'm having these ideas for videos, and I'm having these ideas for what I can do to better myself and better our house and better my life, and I'm really excited about it, and I just wanted to share it with you. So Justin, I will see you on Monday.